Good evening and happy Friday. So I haven't done much recording this week actually. I've been reasonably busy. I've done little bits and bobs, but nothing to write home about. So I just thought I'd give a little update on where we're at. So yeah, it's Friday evening. I've just got back from a personal training session. It was mainly kind of plyometrics, flexibility tonight. And then I did an interval session on the treadmill. So I did a little warm up and then I did 2 minutes at 15.5 kilometers per hour. So what's that? I don't know, 355, 350 per K, something like that. And then 3 minutes at 10 kilometers per hour. So sort of float recoveries, times 6. Which was good, quite hard. The 15.5K always feels harder on a treadmill, doesn't it? 355s would not, I don't think they'd feel that hard on the road for 2 minutes, but they did. They felt hard on the treadmill. So yeah, that was tonight. Tuesday, I also had a PT session, but that was strength. So that was more kind of like weights. And then I did a very easy 4 miles on the treadmill after that. Wednesday, I did a double day. So I was in London on Wednesday and I did a lunch run and then I went and did a session with the Harriers in the evening. So the lunch run was sort of steady pace around about sort of 7:15, 7:20 a mile. And then the evening was just, like I said, reasonably easy. So 8 to 8:30 per mile. And that was a kind of 11.5 mile day. And then yesterday, Thursday, I went to London early doors, actually. So I did put a little Instagram reel on. I'm not great on Instagram, but I did put a little reel on. So I ran again with a couple of the Harriers before work. So we set off about 7:30 and did just a 10K out towards St James's Park and back round to where we were near Bank of England. So yeah, so far I'm about 26 miles for the week so far. Plan on doing probably 8-ish easy tomorrow morning, Saturday. Haven't worked out if that's going to involve parkrun or not. It's still quite wet. And then plan on doing a longer run on Sunday, incorporating the Tunbridge Wells half marathon route. So I'm going to run with again, I think there's going to be a bit of a group of us, some doing 130 pace, some 140 pace, some 150 pace, practicing for the actual main event in a couple of weeks. And then I'll top up with a little bit either side as well. So it should come to broadly 52, 53 miles again for the week. So the consistency is starting to come back. The fitness is starting to come back. And I've just got to try and keep this going, try not to get injured, keep the strength, keep the flexibility, and hope for the best. Good morning and happy Saturday. So another Saturday where I am not doing parkrun today. It is still miserable outside. Both Tunbridge Wells and Tunbridge are going to be like bogs. And we are getting the band back together this morning. So for those of you who've watched the vlogs since the sort of early days, like 6-7 months ago, I used to run a lot more with some of my friends around here. So Luke has had an Achilles injury, so he hasn't been running much recently. Ray has had a baby and he plays a lot of golf. And then Ian, you will have seen on some of the park runs, but we haven't run as a 4 for ages. So actually, we're going to have a little group run this morning. So I think the plan is we're going to do 5 miles together. And then I'm going to go and do a little bit extra. So I'm probably going to top up to sort of 8-9 easy miles this morning. So it is 9:25. I am just going to go and meet them. We're going to leave about 9:30. But yeah, it'll be nice to see them. We haven't all caught up to run for a little while. So yeah, no parkrun, but a nice, sociable, easy Saturday morning run. Morning.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Here he is. Here he is. Look at that energy.
Just a little down.
Look at this distinct lack of energy. Right, and then there were 2. So we are 7 miles in. Luke and Ray left us at about 4.5, and Ian and I have continued in pretty biblical conditions to round it up to 8. So we'll have got the easy miles in this morning. Nice, like I said, nice easy pace, but pretty miserable weather. Anyway, right, long run tomorrow. See you then. Good morning and happy Sunday. So I'm just on a little warm-up up to the Running Hub, which is a running shop in Southborough. where I'm starting my long run this morning, where we're going to be doing the Tunbridge Wells half marathon route. I'm going to be running with the 140 paces this morning, so that's about 7:35 to 7:40 a mile. Now the route has one big hill on it called Spring Hill, so I don't know how we're going to navigate that in terms of a bit quicker before we get there, so about halfway around, just over. So yeah, we'll see, but weather conditions are right. It's been raining basically consistently for the last 6 weeks, but it appears to be okay again this morning. So yeah, as I said, I've got about a 2-mile warm-up, all uphill sadly, then I'll do the half marathon loop, and then I'll run home to get to 17, 18 miles. But again, thankfully, hopefully the last 2 miles should be all downhill. So that is warm-up nearly completed. I think it's going to be about 2.2 miles in the end. And like I said, a few nasty inclines. So I've only been doing in and around sort of 9-minute miles at the moment. We set off from the running hub at 8:20. Hello mate, you alright? One of my fellow Harriers, probably just doing his warm-up on the other side. So we leave at 8:20. I left my house about 5 to 8 to give myself plenty of time, even though it's only just over 2 miles. I don't want to get there and have to head off straight away. It'd be nice to say hello and just catch my breath again. So yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, it's a lovely course with one really quite chunky hill, but other than that, it's mostly sort of flat or downhill. So let's see how we get on. About 3 miles in. A little bit quick. A little bit quick. Morning. So, we are just approaching Spring Hill, which is the big old hill. We've done sort of the mini hill beforehand, which I attacked because I do prefer just recovering on the downhills. I think I've said this in previous videos. So, attack the uphills, recover on the downhills, but they're all miles ahead because they're all attacking the downhills and recovering on the uphills. So, but it's fine, we're running broadly all the same pace. The fact that I have run this route in 1:24:18 and it's feeling not brilliant running at this pace. Means I'm not expecting anything too wonderful in a couple of weeks' time for the actual race, but you never know, dear, you never know. There we go. That is the half marathon training run done. So we did it about 1:39, so bang on the 1:40 pace, which was nice. I'm just now doing a bit of a cool down, some top up miles to get back, and that should be in and around 18 and a half for the day, miles days. So yeah, as I said, didn't feel quite as comfortable as I would like, but I had forgotten it's very, very undulating. Even though there's a couple of big noticeable hills, there's also some ups and lumps and bumps that can take it out of you. So yeah, all in all, decent training run. So we're back. I ended up doing just over 21 miles, which was not on my bingo card for today, but I got to about 18 miles and felt really good. So there was two routes. I could either cut back and probably do another half a mile and finish at 18 and a half, or there was a longer route. And because I felt good, I decided to carry on and actually sort of try to run in and around, not quite marathon pace, but probably just outside. So I picked up a little bit, except for the last mile, which is all uphill, so it's a little bit slower. But yeah, but I felt good enough to be able to pick up around sort of miles 19 and 20, which was very encouraging. Legs felt good. Got back even at 21. I felt like I could have kept going. So after a reasonably sort of solid half marathon effort, that's got to be a good sign. So yeah, 21 miles, which I think takes me to 55 miles per week. So big week. Jump from last week of about 2.5 miles. So not huge, but like still a jump. And gives me some encouragement. I do still think I'm a little way off where I was this time last year and this time in 2024. There's still some work to do, but the trajectory is good. The mileage is good. The heart rate feels good. The effort feels good. So yeah, it's coming together. So yeah, there's another week, 55 miles done, 21 mile long run, which is great to have banked a plus 20 mile run in this block. And we will see what the remaining 9 weeks hold for us.